Okay guys, we are doing a vlog after so long because when was the last time we did a vlog? Like 2 years ago, right?
Oh wait, the last vlog we did was your Sully obsession, I think.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That should show you how long we've been vlogging for.
CTKaraoke, the gaming channel.
Hi guys, it is Monday vlogging day. I'm CTK or Corey, you can call me by either. This is Krista. You probably recognize her from the Harry Potter Let's Plays and just from vlogs we've done, random vlogs over the past few years. We've been doing YouTube together for a very long...
At least 4 or 5 years, right?
5 years.
Because I started off with you in the Alliance Adventures, so maybe even longer than that.
Yeah, so we have a history with YouTube together, but we've been friends longer than that. And just like and it just reminds me, every single time we do a vlog, we never have an idea. We just kind of like...
Go with it.
We just kind of go with it, and there's never like a structure to these vlogs, which is why I'm glad for once we actually have one.
We finally have one. So Corey and I met in elementary school in the 90s, so we thought it was appropriate to do a 90s tag. First question, favorite Disney movie of the 90s? What was your favorite Disney
that's
movie?
a good one. I mean, it probably wouldn't seem fair because it's a Pixar movie, Toy Story, but...
I took my answer. In case you didn't know, Corey and I are gender swaps, so we're the same person.
Yeah, Toy Story was such a good movie, and it was the first ever CGI movie, like the first ever big Hollywood film, so it was a big deal in the 90s.
Okay, so if I'm gonna be different, I'm gonna say Aladdin, because I loved Aladdin.
Aladdin was great. Lion King. Beauty and the Beast.
Little Mermaid.
What else? I'm forgetting what else came.
There's like 101 Dalmatians. There were so many that if you were a 90s kid, you should.
No, 101 Dalmatians came out of the 60s.
Did it really?
Yes.
That's what my mother showed me the movie. Okay, whatever.
You're talking about the series. The series came out in the 90s.
The TV show?
The TV show, yeah.
Okay. Favorite artist of the 90s?
Well, my music taste has changed since the 90s, so I can't give you like a definitive answer. I don't want to say NSYNC because I wasn't really listening to NSYNC.
You weren't a girl.
No, I did like NSYNC. I did like them. Right. I listened to them, not as much as most people.
What about the Spice Girls?
Spice Girls, yeah.
Okay.
I enjoyed them. I mean, I can't give you a favorite.
Okay, favorite candy from the 90s. This is big. We had a lot of candies that we had the best commercials. Remember Wonder Ball? Oh,
yeah, and then kids choked on it, and then they had to stop making it. But yeah, you didn't.
Really?
That's why they stopped making Wonder Ball, because kids would because since the toy was inside the chocolate ball, kids would have a tendency to eat the whole ball and not realize that the toy was in there. So what they ended up doing later is that instead of toys, they put candy inside. So if kids were eating it, they'd still be eating something.
It broke open in the middle. I knew that the toy was in there. Wow. Okay.
It even said it on the box. But I mean, most of these people who did that were like 3 years old.
Gushers for roll-ups were big. Dunkaroos.
Oh my god. A birthday cake Oreos are the closest thing you're gonna get to Dunkaroos. It's like the same taste, and it is amazing.
Supposedly, like in Australia, like there's still a big thing for kids because they're.
I want to import them, but I probably wouldn't.
I'm sure you could find them in like a cheap like 99-cent store. They'll get imitation. They'll be like Dunkajoes.
No, it's not the same. It's not like, I don't want like Dunkacoos. I want Dunkaroos.
Favorite McDonald's toy?
This there was a lot of good ones. I'd say my favorite was when they did the Disney. I don't completely remember if it was the 90s or millennial ever. It was when they made the whole Disney line to celebrate the anniversary of the whole Disney, and they had like hundreds of characters.
I had like a Pocahontas cup, like from McDonald's.
It was like a whole bunch of toys from there, really cool. And the Pokemon. Pokemon was also big.
Burger King had those gold-plated Pokemon cards in the Pokeball. I remember those. Now they're worth a lot of money. Favorite book? We already know what mine is. Harry Potter.
Well, she can say that's her favorite book because that was from the 90s. I didn't read much.
Yeah, no, I read Harry Potter when I was
I didn't start reading until like I was like reading until I was like 14, 15.
You didn't even read comics around that time?
I had a short attention span.
I used to go...
I know, like, a lot of you are looking at me like, you're a comic book fan. How do you know? I didn't start reading until I was a teenager, because by then I could already start focusing and concentrating on books.
I used to get the Archie comic books in the gas station. And
I had those. I had these 2 books. They were Richie. It was a Richie Rich and an Archie book, and my brothers and I would read these 2 books every single year.
Richie Rich was a great movie.
It was to the point where we memorized what they were gonna say next in the book, because we had it page by page memorized.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin was like everything in the 90s.
Yeah, the movie was good.
Now he's like dead or something. Favorite clothing store in the 90s? Who cared when you were little, right? I didn't have a favorite store.
We were kids.
My mom's favorite store was...
I'm not gonna go and say like the Kids Gap or something.
Let's just say Kids R Us, because didn't you shop there? It was like half of Toys R Us.
That's how you know that's from the 90s. Kids R Us.
They
don't have Kids R Us anymore. It was... Then they changed it to Babies R Us.
Favorite Nick Jr. program? Franklin. Little Bear.
This is hard.
Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues was good. I don't know if I liked Franklin that much. I don't seem to remember. There was one. I think it was from the 90s. It was. My friend reminded me. It was a girl and some giant elephant, and it was like a yellow elephant.
I don't remember.
And they went around in adventures together.
You know thinking of Maggie and the Ferocious Beast?
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I remember Maggie and the Ferocious Beast. And Hamilton the pig. Great googly boogly. Yeah, I remember that. He wasn't an elephant. He was like this big animal thing. He was like, I don't know what he was. We should put a picture of him right here. Of what he looked like.
Yeah, this is what he looks like.
What did you watch when you came home from school?
Oh, Fox Kids had a good variety, and PBS.
Bobby's World.
Magic School Bus.
Yes. So I had a routine. At 6:30 in the morning, I would watch Sailor Moon. And then when I came home, I would watch Dragon Ball Z at 4. And then at 7:30, I would watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I had it all together when I was little.
She nailed it. She's like, this is what I'm going to be doing every single day.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, there were so many shows. I mean, I also remember Digimon, Pokemon,
yes.
X-Men.
Pokemon.
Pokemon was on every single day because it was like a new episode every day.
Yes.
It was like, that's why there were so many episodes. Yeah, there were so many shows, so I can't pick a favorite for that either.
Next question. What was your favorite Nickelodeon cartoon? Okay, so not Nick Jr. Nickelodeon. The Rugrats for me. I love the Rugrats.
Doug
was great.
Doug was good. Like, Doug was he was a kid that was, he just had the best intentions. He didn't want to be a bad kid. He was just around stupid kids.
And like, what race was Skeeter?
What race was Roger and Patty?
Patty Mayonnaise. Yeah.
No, not Patty. What's the girl with the purple skin?
I don't remember her name. Wasn't that Roger's sister? No. Purple skin. No, I don't.
There was a girl with purple skin.
We'll also annotate her face because I don't remember who she is.
Somewhere over here.
How many Beanie Babies did you own?
That was all my mom. I did not collect Beanie Babies. She collected about, I think, 10 or 20 of them, and they used to be in like this corner store, the one nearby my house. They used to sell Beanie Babies there by the dozen.
Okay, so it explains, in the 90s we were huge hoarders and collectors, so it explains why we're like that now as adults. Like, I feel like kids today don't collect the way we did. So my Beanie Baby collection was probably about 50, and like, I thought I was so cool because my mom would take me every Saturday to Toys R Us and a new one would come out. And I had like a little basket for them, and I had like the little like tag protectors. Do you remember those? And they had their birthday parties. I'm obviously a girl.
The closest thing I would get to doing that now is probably Yokai Watch, because I somehow collecting that watch with the little. Have you seen it?
I don't know what that is.
It's a 3DS game.
Yes,
They had
yes.
the watch in Toys R Us, and you collect like the little disc.
They have like the weirdest characters.
I want that. That's the closest thing to bringing me back to the 90s.
I want to get that game. Okay. So did you own a Tamagotchi, a Gigapet, or both?
I owned a Gigapet, and it was a 101 Dalmatian Gigapet, and it used to every single day to the point where I was like, it pooped and died and pooped and died to the point where I was running out of names to give it because my brother, I remember my brother did the same thing. He would always have a new monkey. He had a monkey one and it would always die. So he started naming each and every single one Mikey. And it got to the point where he got up to Mikey 42.
Wow. I had a yellow and black Tamagotchi, and I remember they also pooped and died a lot. So we would have like our group of friends like in gym class, and like when one of them was playing, the one would be sitting back and like taking care of everyone's Tamagotchis and making sure they didn't die and like shit to death. So yeah, that was very stressful, and they were expensive. They were like $40 Tamagotchis back then. I never had a Gigapet though.
You know, it's one I really wish I got. The wrestling one. There was a wrestling one for WCW, and it was like you could take care of the wrestlers. Like, why didn't I get that as a kid?
Don't you have a Beauty and the Beast one or an Aladdin one?
No.
No.
You're talking about the little LCD games.
Yeah. Though I don't even remember if I had any of those. What was your favorite video game system of the 90s? Nintendo 64.
Well, my favorite all-time game system didn't come out until 2004, but
the DS.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
that's my all-time favorite. My favorite system of the 90s, I'd have to say was PlayStation.
Okay.
And a lot of people are going to be like, why didn't you say N64? Or Sega Saturn was really good. I feel like it's still an underrated system. But PlayStation had it all. Like, it had the most accessibility of all genres and games and stuff. It did lack multiplayer, which is something that N64 had way over
even
PlayStation.
Now,
PlayStation,
Nintendo.
even with the multi-tap, but it was. I still loved it. If I have to say, also N64, yeah, for me. And Dreamcast was great too.
It didn't get enough credit though. Not a lot of people played the Dreamcast.
Dreamcast deserves way more credit than you guys think.
Also, Game Boy Colors. We used to. Corey and I and our friend Kristen Krekel, we should have had you in this video. The three of us and our friend David, we would play Game Boy like during lunch, and that was literally what we did. And he was obsessed with The Simpsons, he still is. He would bring his Simpsons trivia game in, and he would challenge like everybody and beat them. And then one day he challenged Kristen Krekel, and I don't know if it was like a draw or who won, but like it went down that day. We were cool. What was a unique clothing style of the 90s? I just changed the question.
A unique clothing style?
Or a bad clothing style, because we had a lot.
We had like
overalls.
Overalls and like
we wore really
pants that went up to here.
Corduroy pants. I hated the corduroys. Yeah. We had those weird, like the girls had those weird chokers, those black chokers. Do you remember them, the plastic ones? I hated those. What else did we have that was really weird? Tie-dye and jean jackets were very 90s. And now that's like
tie-dye.
Now it's like hipster to like wear like our clothes. Like it's from us. Okay, I think this is the last question, and it's Brittany or Christina.
I don't know enough about either, so like.
I don't care.
Dude, can we really even answer this?
Do you want to ask your own question?
Okay,
favorite memory with each other from the 90s, if you can think of one.
Oh, of each other or just a memory of the 90s?
Either one, or together, or.
I can think of a distinct memory of the 90s. When I was a kid in elementary school, I had this Digimon. I had the Digivice, and it was like the actual Digivice from the first season, where you could take care of the Digimon, train them and stuff. One day, this kid comes up to me and says, "I have a Digivice too."
Oh no!
And so we both stood there and we went on our little digivices and we had a full battle, and there was a group of kids coming
I
up to us.
remember that. Was that in the cafeteria?
This was outside.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was outside, and there was a group of kids watching us, and we were all like watching head on. But what they didn't realize is that I was taking care of my digivice every single day.
Wow.
This kid didn't seem like he took care of it much. I took care of it every single day, every single minute. I knew how to train Agumon.
That's
And
dedication.
I was good at it, and so I beat him within like 3 minutes, and he became such a sore loser about it that he got mad, and I just remember being like, yeah, I win!
Corey was he was a tough guy in elementary school. I remember there was this kid Ryan in like our 5th grade class. He had all of like the Pokemon cards. He had all like 150.
Yeah, I remember him.
And I hated him because I was like second to best after him, and I remember he had, I don't remember which card it was. He was missing 1 and I was missing like 3. But one day I got all of them and like I just rubbed it in his face. And I was like, what? So I still have all my cards.
I still have all mine too. I feel like we should make that a vlog sometime.
Show off our Pokemon cards?
Like, no, like do like a Pokemon...
We should play the game.
Like play the game in a vlog one day.
You know I still have my Pogs.
Let's bring back Pogs.
What are
Can we
bringing back Pogs?
Let's bring back...
And yo-yos. Let's bring them back.
No, yo-yos was Josh's thing. That was Josh's thing. That wasn't my thing.
Yo-yos were like everybody's thing in the 90s. Like we were stupid kids. Like we didn't even know how to yo-yo, but we needed to have one, and we used to just collect them. It was so stupid, but to us it was fun.
I think that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. I do vlogs every Monday, Let's Plays every Wednesday, and rhythm game videos every Friday. And you can check out her channel at youtube.com/HeyyKrista. And we are going to film another Let's Play soon. And I know you guys have been missing that because we haven't done a Harry Potter Let's Play in
months.
Yeah.
Also, you can follow me on Instagram, Krista Erlinger. Okay.
So you just tag her. Plug. That's what I told Dan. Just plug yourself.
Yeah.
Just go nuts.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Corey, you want to play Bop It? Do that.
Yo, if I could get a kid that can play against me and bop it.
Oh my God, you were scary.
Let's do this. I'll take you on. Anyone who wants to challenge me and bop it, let's go. Let's go. You and me 1v1.
I'll watch. Ryan, if you're out there, he's challenging you to bop it.